Living in the new earth means leaving the old world behind. We're like caterpillars going into chrysalis, just waiting to emerge as butterflies. It's a huge transformation, which may present some challenges. Grace Gravestock is a transformation maverick. She's on a mission to redefine success and fulfillment, allowing people to resonate at their highest frequency. And according to Grace, those challenges we face will ultimately lead us to our purpose. So, Grace is joining us today. And, Grace, we're talking about the challenges that we have in life and how that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? This can lead us to our greater purpose, even though sometimes it's hard to go through those challenges, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I have so much experience here.
I feel like I do too.
I think we all do. And that's the good news, Sunny, because
Yeah.
challenges really can lead us to our purpose. And I know some people might be thinking, yeah, right. How is that even possible? Let me share with you three reasons why I think that is.
Okay.
The first one is that I've come to understand life happens for us, not to us. So
Yeah.
when I went through a lot of personal change about 6 years ago, my ex-husband put a knife to my neck and I had to leave in a hurry. All kinds of drama was in my life, right? And I used to tell the story about how I was abused and bullied and all these different things. And it was like, poor me, poor me. What I realized in the end is that all of that happened for me, not to me, because once I understood what my life is about and what I'm really here for, I realized that all of that happened for me, for my
Mhm.
benefit, so that I could grow.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that's hard to come to terms with, right? Because we think we want life to be simple, but then to your point, if life is simple and you don't go through those hardships, how exactly do you learn? I'm not saying life has to be horrible, right? But it's through these experiences. And there's multiple times I look back on my life, I'm like, that was really hard to go through. But when you come out the other end, I'm like, now I know this, now I know this, now I know not to do this,
Right?
right? And those things just kind of stack up, right?
So some of us are here to become experts in what not to do. And I'm not joking about that. So I like to look at life through the lens of human design. And maybe we'll talk about that in another episode. But
Yeah.
besides life happening for us and not to us, I think that's one of the reasons why I talk about how change can be fun and easy if we recognize life is happening for us. And second of all, that the challenges are happening to help us to grow, like you said. And if we're
Mhm.
not growing, we're dying. And change is the only thing that we know for sure, right? That's going to happen. I mean, people can argue about death and taxes. I can say for sure we will have challenges and they will help us grow. And that
Yeah.
growth is what we're here for. I
Yeah.
believe that's what we kind of signed up for. Life would be boring, if there was no challenges. So, second of all, it helps us to grow. And then the third thing is I heard a speech one time called Your Mess is Your Message. And at first I was perplexed, like, how is that even possible? And then I realized that when we go through challenges, what we do is become experts in that thing that we've struggled with. So for me,
Yeah.
it was bullying and abuse and all these things, which really were about me learning to stand in my power. And so when I
Mm.
understood my life purpose through the lens of human design, I realized that that mess, which was giving up my power all those years, actually was for the purpose of helping me to become an expert in empowerment and helping other
Yeah.
people to stand in their power. But I had to first stand in my own power and take it back and stop giving it away. So my mess became my message, and that is how challenges can help us to find our purpose. Because that's when I realized that, I realized that sharing those that growth journey and the things that I'd learned could help other people find shortcuts. And so mess becomes message, and we become experts in our particular thing, which when we share it allows other people to shortcut that painful growth journey. And then we it's a win-win because we've been able to help others, we've been able to learn and grow ourselves, we've been able to reframe those challenges to see that life is happening for us and not to us, that the
Mm.
growth is what we're here for, and that we've become an expert in our thing, which when we share what we've learned, it helps other people. And so that can be very satisfying and meaningful when we share those experiences to help others.
Yeah. I think most people, if you're doing something that you love to do today, for a career or whatever, I think for most people that usually stems from some sort of situation like this. They learned, they grew. I'm just thinking about people that now run different clinics or ways to help people, right? Or I struggled with this and now I help people do this. I know that's the case like in my own life and some side projects and stuff I work on, is that I struggled with this and now I don't want other people to have to struggle with this. There's an easier way to do it. And I think that that's where we get back to like our heart purpose or our life's purpose is, helping others and being like, hey, this doesn't have to be as difficult as it seems. Let me help, you
Absolutely.
know?
And I'm so glad you said that, Sunny, because we do have a summit coming up, the Know Yourself Revolution Summit, knowyourselfrevolution.com. It's free, 21 days, and it's full of inspiring stories from successful entrepreneurs who have overcome challenges in order to find their purpose. What they
Mm,
realized, and you'll love it, all these stories are amazing. The heroes, we are our own hero, right? And we're on
yeah.
our hero or shero's journey. But each of those interviews will help really bring this home because each person talks about how the challenges they overcame led them to what is now their purpose work, which is both satisfying, fulfilling, and also lucrative. And they're in abundance now. So their mess became their message, and
Mhm.
they're sharing it as a way to inspire others. So knowyourselfrevolution.com. Like I said, it's free. Check it out. I'd love to help everyone be inspired by those kind of stories and to see that life happens for us, not to us.